Ah, the great outdoors. It's such a wonderful thing to be out and about and become one with nature. It makes me realize what amazing things happen in the natural world. Why, just take the water cycle, for example. The sun heats water and causes it to evaporate into the atmosphere. Cooler temperatures high in the atmosphere cause it to condense into clouds. Air currents move clouds around the globe. Clouds collide, grow, and fall out of the atmosphere as precipitation. Precipitation falls as snow, hail, sleet, or rain. On land, water flows as surface runoff to rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, or the ocean, where the water cycle begins again. Speaking of oceans, I think I'll take a little stroll on the beach. What? But how could this have happened? What's going on around this pipe? Looks like there's some green slime and dead plants. Well, that can't be good. I wonder if this is why the beach is closed. We have had a lot of rain this week. I think the water coming out of the pipe might have something to do with this. This looks like a job for Swipman. It looks like there's been illicit discharge. According to the SWIP, I need to report all signs of illicit discharges to my supervisor or stormwater specialist. Hey boss, the beach is closed. How could this have happened?
Well, Swipman, Maine's water resources are critical for the economy, recreation, and Maine's well-being. Polluted runoff is the greatest threat to Maine's lakes, rivers, streams, ponds, bays, and beaches.
Don't think I belong.
Precipitation falls on impervious surfaces.
I told my boss, like, hey, Bo, they're hiring.
And
I was like,
sidewalks. It picks up any pollutants in its path and is then directly dumped from the storm drain into the closest body of water with no treatment. Unlike sewage, which is treated before it's released into a water body, stormwater can carry with it many common pollutants, including oils, fuels, pesticides, fertilizer, detergents, solvents, trash, soil, salt, antifreeze, pet waste, and construction waste. When these pollutants get into water bodies, they can negatively affect wildlife habitats and make water unsuitable for swimming, fishing, and other activities that are important to Maine. Municipalities are responsible and even liable for managing the runoff entering their storm drain systems. Many municipalities in Maine are required by the Environmental Protection Agency and the Maine Department of Environmental Protection Agency to reduce polluted runoff. All public works facilities should have a SWIP, or a Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan, that identifies best management practices, as well as the equipment and procedures to decrease polluted runoff. Every public works crew member must read the SWIP and know the procedures. Find this beach closing culprit, Swipman. Good luck.
I won't let you down. I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled for these kinds of illicit discharges on my way to the public works station. Swipman, away! Here we are at the Scarborough Public Works facility, and what a beautiful sight. Even though it's a bright and sunny day, crew members are washing their vehicles inside to make sure the soap and dirty water make it down the drain and into the grease trap. No pollution will happen here. However, if you have to wash any vehicle or equipment outside, make sure you're doing it far away from any storm drains so no pollution goes down the drain. If no area such as a lawn is available, only rinsing should take place. Let's take a ride to the fueling station to see how that works. Whoa, it's not raining. But what's this? Looks like there's some water and soap flowing into the drain. I can see some staining here too. Looks like the illicit discharge. Let's follow it.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah!
Do you know where that dirty water is going?
I just washing my car. It's a lot of salt in it from the winter.
Don't you see your polluted water is headed straight towards the storm drain? That'll head into the ocean.
Sure, but doesn't it get treated or something?
Not from the storm drain. Only sewage gets treated. This storm drain is directly connected to a stream, river, or the ocean, which could affect more than you think. According to the Clean Water Act passed in 1972, no pollutants can be knowingly dumped into the water bodies in Maine.
Wow, I didn't know about that. What should I do instead?
You can wash your car at a car wash or on your lawn.
Thanks, Swipman. I'll make sure no more pollutants flow into my storm drains.
Well, here we are at the fueling station. It looks like someone's filling up right now. When fueling, don't top off the tank and be careful not to spill any fluids from the pump. If a spill does occur, there is a spill kit located at every pump.
This could be like, hey, if you need to find a spill kit,
Pour the drying material on the spill, sweep it up immediately, document it in the SWIP, and report it to the DEP. Now, when it comes to chemicals, next to making sure spilling doesn't happen, labeling is the most important. All chemicals should have clear labels on every container for inventory and safety purposes. Some stations have little space inside to work in, which forces them to do work on vehicles and such outside. Like this guy over here. Uh-oh, what's wrong? Oh, tough break there. But on the bright side, it looks like all your materials are being kept out here nicely. Sand, salt, and it looks like you even have a secondary containment for your oil containers. Nice. There's no way any erosion from that pile of sand could flow into any storm drains. But if you see any erosion when out in the community, that should go on a work order to be addressed ASAP. And those are some great covers over on those dumpsters. Be sure to always keep those closed when they're not in use. If any precipitation gets into there, it will run all through the trash and collect pollutants, then leak from any openings in the bottom of the dumpster, creating an illicit discharge. Keep an eye on that here and when you are out in the community. Well, it looks like everything is in tip-top shape here at the garage. Better keep looking for the beach closing culprit. Whoa there! It looks like there may be some sediment flowing into this drain. It must be eroding from the sand pile. Let me just take care of this with some Jersey barriers. There we go. That's one way to ensure that no sediment will contaminate the stormwater. Wait, what's that? It looks like that person is pouring something directly into the storm drain. Is that a hose? Illicit discharge! Hey you, come back here! Hey boss, I caught the beach closing culprit. What should I do with him?
You know what to do.